The bus station clock blinked. 12:17 a.m. like a failing heartbeat. I was sitting on a plastic bench that smelled like bleach and old rain, my suitcase upright between my knees, my hands folded as if I were waiting for instructions. New Year's fireworks cracked somewhere above the concrete ceiling, dull and distant, like gunfire behind walls. My phone vibrated once. Nothing on the screen. That was the worst part. Silence. 13 years of my life reduced to a sentence delivered with a champagne smile. We're going to replace you with someone else. You're too old to be useful. He'd said it casually. My wife's father. The man whose company I built from spreadsheets and sleepless nights. The man who toasted me an hour later and kissed my wife on the cheek like none of it mattered. I stared at my reflection in the darkened glass of the vending machine. A man in his 40s, still sharp, still dangerous, just discarded. Are you okay? Her voice cut through the static in my head. I looked up. She couldn't have been older than 25. Black coat, clear eyes, too calm for this place. I should have lied. Instead, I told her everything. I didn't hear the words at first. I watched his mouth move, the clink of crystal, the way my wife didn't look at me. That's how betrayal starts. Not with pain, with patterns breaking. We were standing in his penthouse living room, all glass and city lights. New Year's Eve. His executives laughed too loudly. My wife's hand slipped from my arm when he spoke. That small detail lodged itself under my skin. "You've done good work," he said, raising his glass. "But the company needs younger blood." Younger blood. Everyone laughed. They thought it was a joke. I felt the room tilt. 13 years. I remembered sleeping under my desk, missing anniversaries, turning down offers because family comes first. My wife finally looked at me then. Her smile was careful, managed. That was when I knew something else was wrong. Not just business. At home, she moved differently. Her phone never left her side. She showered longer. She stopped asking about my day. At night, she lay turned away from me, the glow of her screen reflected in the ceiling like a silent Morse code I couldn't decipher. I didn't accuse. I observed. That's what I do best. I stayed calm, packed my bags quietly while she slept, folded shirts with military precision, every movement deliberate. I left my wedding ring on the kitchen counter, exactly where she'd see it when she woke up. Then I went to the bus station. No destination, just distance. The girl listened without interrupting. That alone unsettled me. "You gave them 13 years, she said softly. I nodded. My throat burned. She studied my face like she was solving a problem. Then she stepped away, pulled out her phone, and made a call. "Dad," she said. "I found him. Yes, I'm sure." She hung up and met my eyes. "Come with me." I didn't confront my wife right away. I needed proof. For myself. For the quiet voice inside me that still wanted to believe I was wrong. Phone records were easy. She was careless. There it was. A number I didn't recognize. Hundreds of messages. Deleted but not forgotten. I ran a background check. The name made my jaw tighten. The company's new young blood. 32. MBA. And very familiar with my wife's schedule. I watched them once. From across the street. They didn't see me. He touched her back like he owned it. She laughed like she used to laugh with me. I felt nothing. That scared me more than anger. The DNA test arrived on a Wednesday. Brown envelope. No return address. I didn't need to open it to know. But I did. Confirmed. The child we'd lost 5 years ago. The miscarriage that nearly broke us. It wasn't mine. She'd never told me she was pregnant by someone else. I set the paper down. Made coffee. Drank it black. When she came home that night, I handed her the report without a word. She read it once, twice. Then she sat down hard. "I was going to tell you," she whispered. I believed her. That didn't change anything. The real confrontation wasn't with her. It was with him, her father. We met in his office, floor-to-ceiling windows. The city laid out beneath us like a conquered territory. I slid a folder across his desk. Inside, emails, contracts, evidence of corporate fraud, embezzlement, the affair, all neatly indexed. His face drained of color. "You plan to erase me," I said calmly. So I planned ahead. His mouth opened, closed. I don't want your job, I continued. Or your company. I already sold the evidence. He laughed, sharp and panicked. To who? The door opened behind me. The girl from the bus station stepped in. Happy New Year, Dad, she said. She wasn't his daughter. She was his biggest competitors. I walked away from all of it. The company collapsed within weeks. Investigations, headlines, lawsuits. My wife moved out. Last I heard, she moved in with the younger man. He didn't last long without protection. I took the settlement money and vanished. No revenge fantasies. No victory speeches. Just clarity. I learned something important sitting on that cold bench at the bus station. They didn't replace me because I was useless. They replaced me because I was dangerous. And now, I finally belong to myself.